Hi guys, just thought I'd take the opportunity, as you're aware, Matt Hall wasn't able to join us this weekend because he's competing overseas in the final year of the Red Bull Air Race Championships. But he was kind enough to put a video together based on some questions that we'd taken off cadets and that we fed through to him. So, please enjoy Matt Hall, our three-wing ambassador.
Hi, I'm Matt Hall. I'm Australia's one and only Red Bull Air Race pilot. I'm also a retired wing commander from the Air Force, as a fighter pilot in the Air Force. But most importantly, I'm the ambassador for three-wing of the Australian Air Force Cadets. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I know you've got your training camp this weekend. I would like to come, but I can't because I'm on my way to Kazan, where we're going to be racing in the third last ever Red Bull Air Race, because it's finishing at the end of this season. Now, what I've learned from all of my time with racing and in the Air Force is the most important thing that comes with being a competitor or a pilot is teamwork, and that's something that I think you guys also know, because your mantra is setting the standard and leading the way. And there's only one way to really move forward in life, and that's make sure that you're personally always setting the standard and leading the way. Doesn't matter if that's in aviation as a pilot or maintainers or out there making sure everything's running smoothly. Doesn't matter what you're doing in life, setting the standard and leading the way is the way to improve. So I often get asked a lot of questions, and some of those things I'm going to address here. So first of all, if I were able to go back in time and give myself some advice as a teenager, what would I say? I would just tell myself that, to back myself. Don't be worried about what other people are going to say. Don't be worried about what the result will be in the future. Just make sure that if I have a dream, I put everything I can into that dream, because even if I fail at trying to do my dream, you learn from it, and you don't have to worry about if you could have done it. So make sure if you've got a dream, chase it very hard. Another one is, if I could go back in time, would I do anything differently? The answer is no, actually, because even if I did have things that I failed at, I learned from it, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without having the successes and the failures with that. What's my biggest challenge during my career? They're always there. I would struggle to find the biggest one, because people look at me and see what I'm doing with racing and think, wow, I've got everything. There's always challenges. So there's never ever smooth sailing. There's always a ripple or a tidal wave, and you've just got to be able to have the perseverance to come up with a plan and just go through it. Who would I say is my role model? I wouldn't really say I have any individual as a role model. I have lots of mentors and role models out there that I have for different aspects of my life. And I think that's an important thing for you guys as well, is make sure you've got people in your life that you look up to, but it doesn't have to be just the one person. And what's my philosophy for turning people from good to great? It's what you put into it. You only get out what you put in. So if you want to become great at something and you're already good at it, you just have to continue to work harder and harder, debriefing every time, and then pre-briefing before you go and do something. And I'm pretty good at racing, and I was pretty good at flying fighters, but I still, every time I fly, I do a pre-brief, I do the flight, and then I do a debrief after each flight, and that is the only way to become great.